start. So when you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Poke loose.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Here's Siakam. Count that one.
Man, that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler. I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So that's the game plan. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's on an open. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hart. Shoots over Nembhard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And here's Brunson outside. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Turner. Shoots over Towns. Siakam misses. And here is Bridges. Hart, wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Puts it up. And he can't bank that one in. Halliburton with it. Bridges covering. Towns with the steal. Turner with the steal. And it's Halliburton missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Left side, Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that one drops.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Here's Brunson. Towns, high post. Pass to Achua. Towns is doubled. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Indiana leading by 3. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Pass to Hart. Now here's Towns. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's Nesmith. No scoring in this one. Siakam. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's McBride. And that time, also a missed shot. Pacers leading by 8. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Offline with his 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Got a piece of it. Here's Nemhard. And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers lead by 8. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Back to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. Toppin, no one around him. No good on the quick 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Anunoby with it. Mathurin picks him up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. And let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Over in the corner, Mathurin puts it up from 15. Indiana again missing. Knicks trail by 6. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's McConnell. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Bridges outside. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Bryant. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Here's Anunoby. Back to Robinson. Pass to Anunoby. They get a hand on it. Here's Robinson. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Robinson's got 4 this quarter.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. So both teams making some changes here. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Bridges with it. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Anunoby. And the layup is good. And now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Towns. Good D by Siakam. Pacers leading by 4. Halliburton for 3. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton in a rhythm, boy. He is something else to watch on the pull-up jump shot.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Off target from outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Brunson surveying the D. Turner with it. Robinson picks him up. Inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Indiana?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Here's Robinson. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
And Halliburton slams it in.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.